Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who do not know who I am, my name is Damaysi and I teach about the law of assumption, manifestation, how to look younger, how to feel better, how to be happy, all kinds of different subjects. And today I want to talk about a subject that pertains a lot to my life. And also it's something that I've been teaching my clients for a long time as well. But I'm learning it at a different level right now in my own life, and I wanted to share it with you. So I'm Latina, if you cannot tell, and I'm very intense. And the way I grew up and the decisions that I made in my life made me someone that has a strong will and a very strong fight to get what I want and to never ever quit. I don't know how I have this fight, but I do. So that makes me somebody that's powerful. I'm powerful with the things that I say. When I speak, things tend to manifest very fast, and it makes me very confident in that area of my life where I know that if I want something, I'm gonna get it. But also, because I'm so intense, sometimes I take things extremely seriously when it comes to manifesting, and instead of getting them as fast as I would like to get them, they take longer, and sometimes I push things away. So I have learned that when I actually let go of what I want, and I know in the back of my mind that it's gonna happen, but I just relax about it and let it go, it happens faster. But I've also learned that if I let it go because I want it to happen faster, I'm trying to manipulate the universe. The universe and our subconscious mind are not stupid, so it doesn't happen. So you can't just let go because you want letting it go so that it comes back to you. You just have to learn to trust. And if you're intense like me, and if you get really focused on and over focused on a particular thing that you want to manifest, and it doesn't happen and the opposite result comes to you, it's because you're focusing on it way too much. You're putting way too much energy of lack. Because what happens when we are saying, I want it, it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen, and we're really intense? We're saying really subconsciously to the universe, I don't have it yet. And whenever we start getting opposite results, then we get really even more intense, and then it really gets messy. It gets messy for no reason, when we could have just said, this is what I want, and I am going to trust the universe, and I'm going to trust the divine to bring it to me in perfect ways. And if it's not this, it's going to be something better. Do you feel the difference in that? It's like, okay, you can relax, you can let go, you can just let the universe bring you exactly what's best for you at the divine timing. Now, when people say divine timing to me, I immediately get anxiety. Like, what do you mean divine timing? Shit has to happen when I say it's gonna happen. You know, I get an attitude like this. No. Divine timing could be tomorrow if this is what you are assuming with the law of assumption. Like, if you use the law of assumption to say, everything happens to me within 24 hours or less. When I want something, I can manifest it in 24 hours or less. You're going to start manifesting fast. But that's not what I'm talking about here. I'm talking about not getting way too focused and putting all these things that you want on a huge pedestal. It usually happens when you want a person or when you want money. Usually. That's usually the two arenas where we tend to over focus on things. Either a person that you really want, or an amount of money that you really want, or like a goal that has to do with finances. I don't know why, but we humans, we play games on ourselves, and we complicate things that could have been so easy. It could have been so effortless, and we just stress it. And when I say we, I include myself, number one, as a number one person, that I am just so intense, man. I just sometimes God and the angels have to intervene and be like, take this thing away from her so that she wakes up and understands this she's creating a whole mess. She meaning me. So I just wanted to leave this quick message for you guys, that if there's somebody that you love and things are not happening, things are getting complicated, let it go. That doesn't mean that this person is gonna go away or that you are giving up on this. Just let it happen as it's going to happen naturally. Trust the divine, because when we don't trust, what we're saying is, I do not really trust that it's gonna happen how I want it, when I want it, and therefore I'm going to be fill in the blank, unhappy, depressed, sad, lonely, broke, fill in the blank, whatever conversation you're having with yourself in your head. So when we don't trust, we're just saying, well, I don't trust because if this doesn't happen the exact way that I'm imagining that it needs to happen, then I'm going to be fill in the blank. So learn to just listen to your own conversations and learn to just trust, relax, and take those conversations and reframe them to, that's not true that I'm gonna be alone forever. It's not true that I'm going to be broke. It's not true. There's no sign in the sky that says that, you know, if I don't get this in this timing, I'm going to be so unhappy or I'm going to be so broke. There's no sign in the sky that says, if I don't get this person, then I'm going to be so depressed. What? Or I'm going to be lonely, or I'm not going to find anybody else. That's the shit that goes in our head. That's the inner conversations that we have that we don't even realize. Or we give it even a deeper meaning. Oh my God, if I don't get this person, that means I'm not worthy. And we self-abuse for no reason. Oh my God, if I don't make this amount of money in this amount of time, and we put all this pressure on ourselves, right? Then that means I am not good enough for business. That is, and if you listen to yourself, this is typically the conversations in your head. So that means now you're putting all this pressure on yourself unnecessarily, when you could have just said, okay, this is what I desire. You affirm it, you relax, and you trust this or something better. And I know it sucks because your homie here is intense and controlling, and I want everything to happen how I want it, but I'm learning that that is just not the way I want to live anymore. It puts so much stress in my adrenals. I've been getting adrenal fatigue because I got so much going on in my life, in my business. I go to the gym, I do this, I do that, I don't stop. And on top of it, all of the stress that I put on myself because I gotta make things happen the way I want them, and this is how it's gonna be. And when a lot of times when I've been the most successful in my life, when I've made the most money, it's come in ways that I couldn't even have planned. And when I've met the most amazing people, it's been in ways that I didn't even know that I was gonna meet people like this. Do you know what I'm saying? So I hope this helps. You are very welcome for this video. If you actually do this and you let go of how it has to happen and when it has to happen, things are gonna come to you automatically so much faster. And that affirmation that you've been saying, that things happen to you in 24, like that things manifest in 24 hours for you, or things manifest in 72 hours for you, or things come quickly to you, that's going to be able to unfold because now you are trusting. Because if we say things always happen in 3 days or less for me, but then we're trying to control it and we push it away, then we come over here and we're like, well, this affirmation doesn't work for me. It works, but the intensity and the over hyper focus that you're giving it needs to calm down, and you need to breathe, baby, breathe, be happy. I have decided that I'm not gonna live my life trying to focus so hard on things where I cause myself stress unnecessarily. We already have enough with like the regular stress that we have to deal with, to on top of that add more stuff on our plate with trying to control things. So I have decided to just trust. And this was recent too. This was recent. I've done plant medicine recently, but plant medicine like Bufo 5-MeO DMT, it takes a few weeks for you to continue to download what was given to you in that session. And I heard some things in those sessions that I did that now are making more sense, because I I just found this amazing girl on YouTube. Her name is Naya, and I talked to her yesterday. I bought a session from her, and what she said was pretty much what I heard in my plant medicine, which is just let go and trust. You gotta just decide that this is going to work. So she said you gotta decide that this right here is gonna work. And then she gave me some affirmations, and one of them has to do with like trusting divine timing and trusting the universe. And I've been doing it. Everything that has been happening in the last 2 days for me has been so beautiful and aligned, and I could not have planned any of that. And I'm talking things that usually went really fucked up and stressful for me have been happening so aligned. I'm like, this is it. I am not gonna torture myself anymore trying to like overdo it. I'm just going to be happy. I'm just going to trust. I'm gonna let go, and I'm gonna enjoy my life. Because if you're trying to control for years and years and years, are you enjoying life? No. You're not enjoying life. You're too stressed. You're putting things on pedestals, you know, and assigning meaning to things that don't have that much meaning. So I will talk to you guys on the next video.